Good morning. It's very much a case of the early bird catches the worm this morning. It's 7:30 on Thursday morning for the golf club. We're here to try out the Callaway Big Bertha Fusion driver. Me and my dad are really keen on this driver, and we're looking forward to working with golfers with it. It's what we very much term a fairway finding golf club. So it's not built for distance, it's all built very much for forgiveness. People often talk to me or Dad and say, how do we hit our drivers further? Well, the simple answer is hit it out the middle. If you hit it out that sweet spot, that's where the ball speed's generated, and it's this ball speed which creates distance. But distance is no good if you're off the fairway. So what this driver is designed to do is very much aid golfers to find the middle of the sweet spot. And primarily, one of the great things about it to help you do that is it's got a shorter shaft. It's an inch shorter shaft, so it's about 44.5 inches long, which is about 1.5 inches shorter than standard. And what we find with golfers is a little bit like that mini Big Bertha that we were very keen on last year. Shorter shaft gives more control. More control helps golfers find that sweet spot. If they find that sweet spot, it goes further. It's a fusion driver. It's called fusion because it's a sort of fusion of two materials, Callaway. It's a graphite titanium head. So what that essentially does, it makes it a very light head, and it's a sort of weight savings that they can have in the crown by using this graphite titanium technology. They can position that weight that they save more effectively and more efficiently in the sole of the club away from the face, help the launch and help give you a hot face. So I'm looking forward to giving it a whack. I don't expect it to be a long driver. I'm hoping it'll be a very forgiving drive, so we'll give it a whack. Like I said in my video last week, I've only started playing again properly for a few weeks, so at the moment, current driver, I'm sort of hitting around 230, so I'll be interested to see how this one does in comparison. So I've got the launch monitor set up, so let's have a whack and see how we get on. Got a little bit of a headwind this morning, a little bit left to right, so we'll take that into a bit of consideration. So it's very much a triangular sort of looking down at the club. It's a bit like the old square-headed driver, so it's it's a very high MOI driver, they call it, sort of nice stable looking driver at impact. I quite like the look of it. Sort of feel the shorter shaft in there, or even setting up. Okay, it's not bad for the first one. Yeah, that's fairly straight down the middle, probably leaked off a little bit to the left at the end, but yeah, I'm really liking the high ball flight on that. So let's have a look at some stats on that. That one's travelled from my first shot 219 yards carry, 14 yards of roll. Yeah, so I'll take that for the first one. And to be accurate, that leaked off 8 yards to the left, so really straight down the middle of the fairway. So I'm pleased with that. Let's get a couple away. Let's get warmed up and see if we can get a few away. Wow, again, that's 2 out of 2 straight down the middle. I'll take that on the golf course any time. Let's have a look at the distance on that, because as I say, I don't expect it to be a long driver, but the last 2 I've hit have been straight down the middle. That one's, what's that, 227, so that's carried as long as anything I'm expecting. So that shorter shaft hasn't lost me any distance. And so length of the shaft is also important when it comes to distance, because it's like the longer the shaft, the faster you can swing it. The longer the shaft, the less control you have. There's almost that balance between length of the shaft and control. So I'm going to have another whack. Quite enjoying it actually. Let's see if we can make it 3 out of 3 down the middle. Pulled that one. So it's not a miracle club. It's not a miracle club, unfortunately. That one was a little bit off the fairway, so we'll delete that one. I must learn how to edit these videos better so we can edit out all my bad shots. Let's get a nice one away. Lovely. Yeah, I'm really liking the height on that ball. I've got this, it's all adjustable in the hosel. I've got this set up at 10.5 degrees, which is about right, about what I want. It's showing me it's launching at 13.5 degrees, which is perfect. It's a bit like that garden hose analogy. You want the ball to go further. You're watering the plants at the back. You lift your garden hose up for it to go further. It's a little bit the same with golf clubs. You want that ball to go nice and high, giving that rainbow ball effect. But if it goes too high, it'll pop down. So yeah, that was 227. What the launch monitor shows us, it shows us something called smash factor. You might have heard of smash factor. Smash factor is effectively efficiency, how efficient the ball speed of the face in relation to your swing speed. So I swung that at 89 miles an hour, and my ball speed off the face was 129, which gives me an efficiency of 1.49 ratio. Under sort of golfing rules, sort of most of the ratio can be to 1.5. That really shows you how efficient this club is off the face. So that wasn't a perfect hit. That was slightly off the toe and high, but it still went long and it still went far. So let's try and get another one away. So I am quite interested in how this club does perform on those bad shots. So let's see if I can hit one. I'm going to aim to hit this one slightly heavy. Sort of see how we get it away. So you probably heard the throwing it around. You probably heard the clunk on that. It wasn't a brilliant hit, which is what I was aiming for, and it's still gone very, very straight. It hasn't gone as far, but it's carried at 209 that, but it's still dead bang down the fairway. So you can see the mark on the face, so that was slightly off the bottom, which is what we wanted it to do. So even on the bad shots, we're straight and we're relatively long, we're not losing anything. So let's try and finish on a nice one. I just want to mention the spin reading on this. Spin, like in my video I talked about last week, is the efficiency that the ball travels through the air, so it's that movement there. With a driver, the Tour Pro will spin around 1.8 to 1.9. I'll spin around 220, which is what most club golfers will aim to do. And spin rating, to say efficiency of the ball travels through the air. With a driver, you don't want it travelling fast, spinning a lot through the air, because it's not moving efficiently. And even on my slightly heavier hits, the spin rate on this is still well under 3,000. So that's good go. Let's finish on a nice one. Let's lay into this. Give it some welly. Yeah, straight down the middle. Lost it a little bit to the right at the end. But that was 8 yards off the centre of the fairway. So really, really pleased with that. So out of half a dozen weight shots that I've hit out here on this video, we've only had one bad shot. Even on the slightly heavier shots, everything's gone straight. So I just really want to emphasise with this driver, it is what we call a fairway finder. It's not going to be as long as, say, some of the other drivers on the market. I can't personally see any loss in distance on my readings, but it is a very, very forgiving club. Very hot, very efficient across the face, very, very straight. So we've got this demo in the shop. We've got all the fitting shafts. Come and see us, come and see me or Dad. We can put you on the launch monitor, we can fit you, you can take the clubs on the course, you can have a go with it. If you're struggling with your driver, I really honestly would recommend hitting it. It is a very straight club. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed watching that.